boss announced by way of a wedding gift. "We think you'll be good at it." So now, on my first day back from our honeymoon, I'm preparing to go to prison. To see a man who's been accused of murder. I've never been inside a prison before, never wanted to. It's an unknown world, one reserved for people who have done wrong. I'm the kind of person who goes straight back if someone has given me too much change in the newsagent when I buy my monthly copy of Cosmo. Ed is doodling now. His head is bent slightly to the left as he sketches on a notepad next to his cereal. My husband is always drawing. It was one of the first things that attracted me to him. "Advertising," he said with a rueful shrug when I asked what he did. "On the creative side, but I'm going to be a full-time artist one day. This is just temporary, to pay the bills." I liked that. A man who knew where he was going. But in a way I was wrong. When he's drawing or painting, Ed doesn't even know which planet he's on. Right now he's forgotten he even asked me a question, but suddenly it's important for me to answer it. Nervous? No, I'm not nervous. There's a nod, but I'm not really sure he heard me. When Ed's in the zone, the rest of the world doesn't matter. Not even my fib. "Why?" I ask as I take his left hand, the one with the shiny gold wedding ring. Don't I really tell him how I feel? Why not confess that I feel sick and I need to go to the loo even though I've only just been? Is it because I want to pretend that our week away from the world still exists in the now, instead of in the souvenirs we brought back, like the pretty blue and pink plate that Ed is now sketching in more detail? Or is it because I'm trying to pretend I'm not terrified of what lies ahead this morning? A shiver passes down my spine as I spray duty-free Chanel No. 5 on the inside of both wrists. A present from Ed, using another wedding gift check. Last month, a solicitor from a rival firm was stabbed in both lungs when he went to see a client in Wandsworth. It happens. "Come on," I say, anxiety sharpening my usually light voice. "We're both going to be late." Reluctantly, he rises from the rickety chair which the former owner of our flat had left behind. He's a tall man, my new husband, lanky, with an almost apologetic way of walking, as if he would really rather be somewhere else. As a child, apparently, his hair was as golden as mine is today. "We knew you were a lily the first time we saw you," my mother has always said, but now it's sandy. And he has thick fingers that betray no hint of the artist he yearns to be. We all need our dreams. Lilies are meant to be beautiful, graceful. I look all right from the top bit up, thanks to my naturally blonde hair and what my now deceased grandmother used to kindly call an elegant swan neck. But look below and you'll find leftover puppy fat instead of a slender stem. No matter what I do, I'm stuck on the size 16 rail, and that's if I'm lucky. I know I shouldn't care. Ed says my shape is part of me. He means it nicely, I think, but my weight niggles, always has done. On the way out, my eye falls on the stack of wedding cards propped up against Ed's record deck. Mr. and Mrs. E. MacDonald. The name seems so unfamiliar. Mrs. Ed MacDonald. Lily MacDonald. I've spent ages trying to perfect my signature, looping the Y through the M, but somehow it still doesn't seem quite right. The names don't go together that well. I hope it's not a bad sign. Meanwhile, each card requires a thank you letter to be sent by the end of the week. If my mother has taught me anything, it is to be polite. One of the cards has a particularly "look at me" flamboyant scrawl in turquoise ink. Davina was a girlfriend once, Ed explained before she turned up at our engagement party, but now we're just friends. I think of Davina with her horsey laugh and artfully styled auburn locks that make her look like a pre-Raphaelite model. Davina, who works in events, organising parties to which all the nice girls go. Davina, who narrowed her violet eyes when we were introduced, as if wondering why Ed would bother with the too tall, too plump, tousle-haired image that I see in the mirror every day. Can a man ever be just friends with a woman when the relationship is over? I decide to leave my predecessor's letter until last. Ed married...